Howard Arthur Allen. An African-American serial killer with a taste for elderly victims, Howard Allen never strayed far from hometown Indianapolis in his search for prey. In August of 1974, at the age of 24, he invaded the home of an 85-year-old lady named Opal Cooper, beating her to death in the course of a petty robbery. Convicted on a reduced charge of manslaughter, Allen received a term of 2 to 21 years in state prison. He was paroled in January of 1985, where he returned to Indianapolis and found work at a car wash, biding his time before he resumed the hunt. On May 18, 1987, a 73-year-old Indianapolis woman narrowly escaped death when she was choked and beaten by a prowler in her home. 2 days later, Laverne Hale, 87, was attacked in a similar fashion, dying of her injuries on May 29. The raids continued on June 2nd when a burglar ransacked the home of an elderly man 5 blocks from the scene of Laverne Hale's murder. This time the tenant was absent. The prowler vented his anger by setting the house on fire. On July 14th, Ernestine Griffin, at the age of 73, was also murdered in her Indianapolis home, stabbed 8 times with a 10-inch butcher knife, kitchen toaster smashed repeatedly against her skull. Grieving relatives estimated that the killer had escaped with $15 and a camera belonging to his victim. The case broke on August 4, 1987, with Howard Allen's arrest on multiple charges. Witnesses linked him with the May 18 attack, leading to Allen's indictment on charges of battery, burglary, and unlawful confinement. He was also charged with arson and burglary from the June 2nd incident, as well as the murder of Ernestine Griffin. Police were not finished with their suspect, however. As it happened, Laverne Hale had been a neighbor of Allen's, living directly behind his house, and he remains a suspect in her murder to this day. Based upon the killer's modus operandi, in early August, detectives announced that Allen was a prime suspect in 11 other cases, each involving robbery or assault of elderly victims in their homes around Indianapolis. In the spring of 1988, Allen was convicted of burglary and felony battery in the May 18 assault, with an additional count of habitual criminal behavior. He was sentenced to 88 years on those charges. But the worst was yet to come. On June 11, 1988, he was convicted of murder and robbery in the slaying of Ernestine Griffin, with members of his jury recommending the death penalty, which he did receive. Now, he has a reduced sentence, and he is resentenced to 60 years imprisonment, as shown in Wikipedia, for the murder of Ernestine Griffin. His release date is April 23rd, 2035.